We've had more details overnight of not just the investigation, but indeed details of the final moments before the Dali struck the bridge, just seconds between the Mayday alert being raised and officials here on the bridge managing to close it to traffic and stop this catastrophe escalating even further. We've also had more details as well from safety officials about their investigation. They've confirmed, federal transport officials, safety transport officials, that they have been able to board the Dali and retrieve the crucial voyage recording equipment that's like to inform them of those last moments of that ship as it collided with the bridge. There are also reports as well that the propulsion system on that ship failed. We know from that video we've seen that the lights went out on the ship, but obviously those investigators want to know more details. They also want to hone in on what appears to be a troubled safety history for this ship, with reports, for example, in 2016 that it collided as it left the port of Antwerp. There are also other reports about safety problems that were documented and are available on publicly available databases. Understandably, perhaps safety officials here don't want to comment too much on those details, but they clearly are investigating the history of this vessel.
We are going to be working with NTSB as they lead their independent investigation. It's too early to speculate, of course, what NTSB will find, but if they discover or determine anything that should be considered in the regulation, inspection, design, or funding of bridges in the future, we will be ready to apply those findings.
There's clearly a wider issue here with reports about the bridge and just how much protection it had for a collision for a cargo boat of this size. There's been some conjecture about that. What is clear, though, is that bridges like this one, built some 50 years ago, were never designed for the advent of globalization and interdependent trade with ever bigger cargo ships carrying sometimes thousands and thousands of containers as they crisscross the world. And that's something that the US federal government is going to have a look at as it looks at the infrastructure around the United States and needs to consider just how much it can keep up with the ever-growing demand for globalized products and the way that they're transported across the world. Owen Fairclough, CGTN in Baltimore.